I just want to say thank you guys for ruining my week. I was planning on having a lovely chilled week, but obviously you've had other ideas, so thanks. So this toilet paper is like gold dust at the moment, and you want me to waste one just for your pleasure. Hope you're happy.
Go! Better. So as you can see, it's taking a very long time. You can only seem to be getting 2 at the minute, and you need to do 15. Oh. No! Nearly. Yep, we're still here. We're still doing the same first challenge.
Okay, so I may be struggling with the toilet paper challenge a little bit. So in the meantime, I'll do some press-ups.
I think I need to purchase some sunglasses because I'm here longer than I originally thought I would be.
So my next challenge is a handstand. Here it goes. Do you want me to break the banister? Okay, that wasn't very good. So I've done 25 press-ups, now for my final 25. And welcome to Counting Your Numbers. So, I wonder if you guys can guess what language I've been learning this week. With me, I've got my 2 friends. And as you can see, down here it says New Zealand, which actually has more sheep per person compared to the country that I'm doing today. They're also both worse than South Africa at rugby, just throwing that in, along with England. So, let's begin. Just before we begin, I've also got a shout out for my mum Guy, who's given me these holy socks from St David's Cathedral. And I'm also wearing my lovely jumper. So, let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So my next challenge is to see how many Maltesers I can move from this bowl into this bowl, only using a straw in a minute. Right, so now I'm going to count how many I actually managed to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 is the best I could manage. So my next challenge is the plank challenge, and I've been looking everywhere for my longest plank. So if you come just round here, I'll just show you where it is. just a tiny bit longer than the other ones. It's almost my height as well. As you can see, it's a fine specimen of a plank. So yeah, that's my longest plank that I own. Don't know how long yours is. So, I don't know who chose to do this challenge, but whoever it is, you're completely out of date. Because this challenge was done like 3-4 years ago. But yeah, thanks for nothing. Yeah, now to get wet. I really don't like whoever this was. So this was actually my favourite challenge, where I had to come up with the worst superhero and explain why. So as some of you may know, there's quite a few superheroes that I really don't like. So I thought I'd try and amalgamate them all together to make one super terrible hero. So this is my list of things that I thought a rubbish superhero would have. So number one, they would have a cape, because Edna Maud does not approve of capes, and she lists that throughout the Incredibles film. Number two, they would have ice skates for shoes, so they'd slip and slide all over the place, and wouldn't be able to help anyone very well. Number three, they would have a bin lid that's been painted the same shape and colour as Captain America's shield, and it would be just as effective. So not effective at all, because it's rubbish. His special power would be tree power activate, which means whenever he wants he can turn into a tree and can photosynthesize. His weapon would be a lightsaber, because they're rubbish, and this lightsaber would weigh the same amount as Thor's hammer, so he wouldn't be able to lift it up. Every third word that my superhero says would come out as a quack rather than anything intelligent. His weakness is that he's scared of people in distress, so can't be anywhere near them, which obviously isn't great as a superhero. And lastly, the car he would drive would be, so his mean-mobile, would be a Fiat 500, because that car is just as bad as him, really. So yeah, that's my list. My final challenge is to draw a portrait of both Alex and Nadia whilst blindfolded. So at the best of times I can't draw, so this is going to be awful, so I apologise to them both in advance.
What a waste.
So completed all my challenges now, and generally enjoyed most of them. Ice bucket challenge, hated it. Never want to do it again under any circumstances. And I've taken the car out for a quick spin, make sure the battery doesn't go flat. We've had enough problems with that already. I just wanted to share quickly with you that even though the challenges were predominantly for the youth, I felt that I gained quite a lot from it as well, especially with the counting to 10 in a different language. So I chose Welsh, and I thought the best way of doing it would be to set the theme with as many different Welsh things as I could find. And one of the Welsh things I found was some Welsh holy socks from St David's Cathedral. So I don't really agree with holy socks. It's a bit of a laugh really, but the verse on the front really touched me, especially with Erin starting her chemo, and it just says this: so go in peace, the journey on which you go is under the eye of the Lord. Judges 18 verse 6. And that gave me such a lot of encouragement, and just wanted to share that with you guys too.